20 sons, one father. Most of them failures. Most. I kept the list. I always keep the list. Primarch ranking, all 20. Ranked by one Inquisitor who watched every single one of them either save humanity or drag it screaming toward the abyss. No sentiment, no Legion pride, just the record. 3 metrics only. Did they serve the Imperium or their own ego? Did they make their father's dreams survivable? Did they know when to stop? Most failed all 3. Several failed before they even started. 2 never had a chance. 1 was perfect, and it still was not enough. We begin at the bottom, Reg 20, Angron, last place. The Emperor found him on Nuceria, leading a slave rebellion with a death wish and a brain full of crude torture devices. The Emperor took him off the battlefield before the fight was finished, left his friends to die. The butcher's nails were already in his skull, a Xenos torture implant designed to cause constant pain and reward only violence. The Emperor could have removed them. He chose not to. Angron spent 10,000 years becoming exactly what that decision made him, a demon prince of Khorne, with nothing left inside but rage and borrowed time. Last place. Not entirely his fault. Entirely catastrophic. Rank 19. Lorgar. Lorgar wanted to worship something. The Emperor told him to stop. Lorgar found something else to worship. The entire Horus Heresy traces back to one theologian who could not handle an atheist father. He wrote the Book of Lorgar. He converted half the galaxy to chaos. He started the war that broke the Imperium. And then he sat in his demon world and wrote more books. 19th place. The most consequential failure in human history. Rank 18. Konrad Curze. He saw the future, and it destroyed him before it arrived. Curze's visions were accurate. The Night Lords became exactly the monsters he feared they would become, because he led them there himself. He let the Emperor's assassin kill him. He welcomed it. 18th place. Tragic. Useless. Poetic in the worst way. Rank 17. Alpharius. Or Omegon. Both. Neither. 2 Primarchs in one body pretending to be one Primarch. The greatest intelligence operation in Heresy-era history. Possibly working for Chaos. Possibly against it. Possibly still running. Possibly dead. Nobody knows. That was the point. 17th. Points for style, 0 points for clarity. Rank 16. Magnus the Red. The most gifted psyker in human history broke the most important psychic barrier in human history. To warn his father about a betrayal his father already knew about. He destroyed the Webway project. He handed Tzeentch exactly what Tzeentch wanted. 16th. Brilliant. Catastrophic. Exactly as planned. By someone else. Rank 15. Fulgrim the Illuminator. Perfect in everything. Painting, music, combat, corruption. He picked up a demon sword and lost himself in 6 months. A being of absolute discipline consumed by absolute vanity. 15th. The most beautiful disaster in the ranking. Rank 14. Perturabo of the Iron Warriors. The Iron Warriors built the siege works that won the Great Crusade. Perturabo got none of the credit. He watched Rogal Dorn get praised for fortifications while his legions were used as expendable meat for garrison duty. A genius engineer who chose the wrong side because nobody said thank you. Rank 13. Mortarion, the Death Lord. Hated psychers his entire life. Became a demon of the god of plagues whose greatest weapon is psychic corruption. 13th. Consistent in his hatred, inconsistent in his outcomes. Rank 12. Ferrus Manus, the Gorgon. Direct, loyal, refused to listen when it mattered. Died at Istvan 5 because he charged ahead of his legion. The Iron Hands spent 10,000 years worshipping his memory by replacing their flesh with metal and their grief with doctrine. 12th. Iron outside, the same inside. Gone too soon to matter. Rank 11. Vulkan, the Undying. Built weapons for the Imperium and armor for its people. Immortal. Unkillable. Tested past any reasonable limit. 11th, the most human Primarch. Highest compliment I can give. Rank 10, Corvus Corax, the Raven. Freed slaves before the Emperor found him. Built a legion of ghosts, fast, invisible, lethal. Tried to rebuild using accelerated gene seed. Created monsters instead. Killed them himself. 10th, did everything right until the moment he did not. Then he paid for it personally. Rank 9, Lion L. Johnson, the Risen. The best tactician of the heresy who arrived too late to every battle that mattered. 9th, competent, infuriating, possibly the last joke the universe has left. Rank 8, Jaghatai Khan, the Warhawk, the fastest, the most free. The White Scars fought exactly the war they wanted, and nobody could catch them to stop them. 8th, perfect while he was here. The Imperium could not hold him. Rank 7, Leman Russ, the Wolf King, the Emperor's executioner. Sent to stop Magnus. Did it wrong. Destroyed Prospero instead of arresting one Primarch. 7th, loyal, brutal, occasionally very stupid about it. Rank 6, Rogal Dorn, the Praetorian. Built the defenses of Terra, held the siege, lost his father on his watch, and never forgave himself. 6th, not glorious, just necessary, every single time. Rank 2, Sanguinius, the Angel, the one everyone loves, the one who died so the Emperor could win. He knew he was going to die on the vengeful spirit. He went anyway. He broke Horus's armor with his last strength and gave the Emperor the opening to end it. Every blood angel that has ever lived has died with Sanguinius. 2nd, the only Primarch who chose his ending and made it count for something beyond himself. Rank 1, Roboute Guilliman, the Lord Commander of the Imperium. Wrote the Codex Astartes, rebuilt the Imperium after the heresy, spent 10,000 years in stasis between life and death, came back, read what his Imperium had become, called it a monument to his failures, kept working anyway. First, not because he was the strongest, or the most loyal, or the most beloved. First because when everything was broken, he was the only one still trying to fix it. 20 sons, one father, one throne. The Emperor made them all and trusted none of them enough to tell them what he was actually building. Half of them broke under the silence. The other half held the line in the dark without ever being told why the line mattered. The Imperium is not a triumph. It is what survived the experiment. If you think I ranked your favorite wrong, write it in the comments. I have forwarded names to Ordo Malleus before. For the Emperor, probably. Feels bad, man. 20. Broken. Held. Chosen. Inevitable.